I'm Santiago Blanquet, Chief Revenue Officer at VyOS Networks. VyOS is trusted by over 1,000 organizations running production networks from service providers to global enterprises. At Mobile World Congress, we are focusing on where VyOS delivers a clear operational advantage. Telcos and ISPs rely on VyOS for high throughput routing, CGNAT, and stability under peak traffic with a realistic path to migrate away from proprietary appliances. Cloud and edge platform teams, as well as hybrid enterprises, use VyOS to standardize on one network operating system and one configuration model across on-prem, virtualized, and cloud environments. That consistency makes automation easier, reduces change risks, and improves operational control. Our core offerings include advanced routing, firewalling, VPN, and automation-ready networking, and long-term lifecycle support through VyOS 1.5 LTS. The fastest proof is consistency. VyOS lets team run the same network cost, the same configuration model, and the same automation approach everywhere, in cloud regions, at the edge, and on-prem. Most operational risk comes from fragmentation. Different platforms, different configuration styles, and different behaviors depending on where workloads run. VyOS removes that complexity. With VyOS, changes are predictable because you have a unified system with built-in rollback, automation-first configuration, and strong control over routing and security policies. Cloud and edge teams see immediate benefit when they can deploy faster, standardize templates, and reduce configuration drift across environments. So the proof is simple: fewer surprises during change windows, more repeatable automation, and tighter control over hybrid network operations. For telcos and ISPs, the simplest value story is this: VyOS gives you carrier-grade performance and stability without locking you into proprietary hardware. Service providers run network where peak load is not an exception, it's normal. VyOS is built to handle high throughput routing and CGNAT at scale while staying stable during traffic spikes, subscriber growth, or attack scenarios. The second part is operational freedom. Many providers want to move away from expensive appliances refresh cycles. VyOS provides a practical migration path. You get the network features you need, but you gain flexibility to run on standard servers, virtual platforms, and cloud infrastructure. So the outcome is better performance under peak demand, fewer outages, and a lower risk transition of closed networking appliances into a software-driven model. VyOS 1.5 LTS subscriptions are about sustainable ownership and predictable operations, not just licensing. Networking teams don't just need software, they need long-term stability, security updates, and confidence that the platform will remain supported through real production life cycles. That's exactly what LTS provides. With 1.5 LTS, customers get a stable baseline, a control update path, and professional support that reduces operational uncertainty. Instead of unpredictable appliances cost, forced upgrades, or vendor lock-in, they get a cost model that scales with their infrastructure strategy. So the subscription becomes an investment in predictable network operations, stable software, long-term support, and lower total cost of ownership over time.
I'm John Estabrook, software engineer at VyOS Networks. I work on the design and engineering of the VyOS platform with a focus on the configuration system and APIs. VyOS brings routing, firewalling, and VPN into a single automation-ready software platform. VyOS 1.5 LTS is our current long lifecycle release. Firstly, the openness and extensibility of the core VyOS architecture itself. The core of VyOS is designed with a clean separation of concerns informed by a discerning historical and architectural understanding. The resulting extensible design, available as open source and supported by comprehensive documentation, invites a healthy ecosystem of community developers and partners. Secondly, due to the integrated migration subsystem, VyOS provides a single command for automatic updates for LTS minor releases and between LTS releases. Multiple versions may be maintained with the ability to switch between versions. These characteristics translate to long-term value and adaptability. VyOS LTS releases benefit from a long lead time of development, testing, and adjustment as part of the rolling release nightly builds. Active development and improvements that have reached stability in the rolling release are merged for subsequent LTS releases and backported to LTS minor releases as appropriate. Incremental snapshots of the future LTS release are publicly available as VyOS stream releases for evaluation and review. The process of development for LTS assures stability, maintainability, and performance optimizations. As with all LTS releases, minor version updates are made available for automatic upgrade throughout the LTS lifecycle. Regarding stability, all nightly builds for both development and LTS streams pass through an automated test harness, including targeted tests as well as real-world configuration tests. Tests are added or extended as a part of the development process. In addition, the test harness itself is a focus of continued development. This is part of the build process for all artifacts that are then available to the QA team for analysis and testing. A complementary aspect to internal testing is the public availability of the code from which all LTS releases are drawn. Feedback from an active community is an invaluable addition to systematic testing. Here again is the benefit of an open source project. Regarding upgrades, migration between VyOS versions is a component of the VyOS design, not just an auxiliary feature. Every change to core definitions during development is accompanied by a script defining the transformation of the underlying data structures. The migration subsystem then automatically applies any needed changes during upgrade. Consequently, a configuration for a system becomes a configuration for the upgraded system, ensuring a clean transition.
I'm Nicholas Ford, Support Director at VyOS Networks. I lead our customer support organization and operational success programs focused on keeping production network stable through upgrade, changes, and incidents. We help teams protect uptime by resolving issues faster, reducing change-related outages, and making upgrades predictable through direct access to engineering expertise and proven operational playbooks. From a support and operation perspective, Day 2 is really where long-term success is defined. The first key playbook is standardized configuration and change management. Customers who treat their VyOS configuration as a controlled, auditable asset, often integrated with automation or version control, gain predictability and confidence. The benefit is simple: faster changes, fewer surprises, and much easier troubleshooting when something does happen. The second playbook is proactive monitoring and observability. VyOS is designed to integrate cleanly into existing monitoring ecosystem, and customers who actively track performance, routing behavior, and system health are able to spot trends early rather than react to incidents. This leads to higher availability and smoother operation overall. And the third playbook is clear escalation and support alignment. Knowing when to self-resolve, when to escalate internally, and when to engage VyOS support ensures issues are handled efficiently and without stress. Customers who follow this approach get faster resolution and build a strong, long-term relationship with our support team. Together, these playbooks turn VyOS from a powerful network operating system into a truly reliable operational platform. The most common production deployment mistakes we see is treating the network as a one-time configuration exercise rather than as a system that must be continuously managed. Too often, deployments rely on manual configuration and ad hoc changes. That may work initially, but as environments scale, it leads to inconsistency, operational risk, and a lack of visibility into what's actually running in production. The way to avoid this is to design for automation from day one. With VyOS, automation is not an add-on. It's a core deployment model across on-prem, virtual, and cloud environments. VyOS offers a single, consistent network operating system across all environments without platform-specific licensing or feature fragmentation. This allows enterprise to standardize automation and security from day one, ensuring deployments remain predictable, auditable, and secure as they scale. At an enterprise level, reliability doesn't come from reacting faster to incidents. It comes from building systems that are repeatable, secure, and designed to scale. Teams that invest in automation and infrastructure as a code earlier are the ones that operate with confidence in production.